Hello, stream. Welcome to second set of round two of the Switch World Cup. I'm Drask, and with me on the commentary bench is Mr. P. We're going to be commentating the Japan versus Peru round today. So it's
So tips.
looking like the lineup's going to be Daiki, Daiki, Haka, Surin, and Romu for Japan. And then they've got Tamagu, Light, TD, and Jose for Peru. So interesting match. Personally, feel like this might go in Japan's favor, but we'll see how this goes. Peru does have some decent players. Alright, so the track list today, as you can see on the left, we've got unsure which order they're playing them in, whether they're doing left to right today or down the columns. But we've got Mines, Bluff, Prehistoric, Carnival, Park, Cove, Joyride, Pyramid, Slide, and Alley. Kind of a cringe list, not gonna lie. I would hate to race that list.
I agree.
But I have a feeling that's going to be fun to watch because that's going to be so many short, hectic tracks, like Mines, Bluff, Cove, Pyramid in particular, Coco Park, Carnival. So many good item play tracks. I'm excited to see how the teams go there. So it's going to be fun to commentate and watch, but the races will be suffering.
Honestly. Oh, I can see that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah. Also, Trace,
I
that's so unfortunate to have that list. I don't envy them. Alright, so we're going into the first race now. It's looking like there's about a second. Daiki's about a second behind. I could see if I can fix that. I'll just do that. I'll mess with it later. Stream should be roughly synced, hopefully.
it's just the sharpening their dress again.
What's that, sorry?
On the left screen there's the sharpening highlighted again.
Oh, I see. Yeah. It must be the way I exit the... There we go. Fixed.
Yeah,
Professional
epic.
stream. Alright. Mines first track.
Cringe.
So...
Cringe mine.
Not sure how well all the people here do on Mines. Okay, it's looking like there's a bit of...
Yeah. So the left is more
These guys are a little ahead.
great.
There we go.
Yeah.
That should fix it. Okay, so yeah, not sure how strong any of these particular players are on Mines, but we'll see how they go. Daiki got taken out by an early bomb, and Tamagu taken out by an early beaker, it looked like, so fantastic start for the POVs.
Oh, hit on the shortcut.
Yeah, a lot of chaos on the shortcut there. Someone fell off, and I think two people slowed down on it. We've got two pinstripes with a little bit of a breakaway there. The pinstripes being Peru. It's essentially what looks to be Pentas versus Miscellaneous, with Pentas being Japan.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Peru takes a clean top two at the start, but Daiki's hot on their tail. Looking down at the back, you've got Tamagu a little behind, though he does have a mask. That should help him hopefully kill some of the Pentas he's approaching after fire. But we do see that little cluster between 4th and 8th at the back there.
One pinstripe just died. And he missile back.
Second and third died. Jose and Daiki both taking each other out. So we now have a very clean first for Peru, and both of them...
Oh my god, both fell.
Both Jose and Daiki losing...
I'm going to hold him mask and just hit a shortcut. Might catch up some here.
Oh, yeah, the group's very clustered now. Tamagu murdering the Pentas. I believe only two of the Pentas survived that. Oh, and Daiki takes out Jose
Daiki
again.
kills Jose. Yeah.
So first is pretty much secured at this point. That pinstripe is ridiculously far ahead, but Tamagu's pretty close to Daiki, so we'll see what they can do here. Looking to be an interesting matchup. This might be closer than I anticipated.
Honestly,
Looks like Tamagu throwing their beaker away there, I guess afraid of killing their teammate, so good call, I'd say. He has a bomb now,
yeah.
and Daiki didn't want to risk the shortcut. Tamagu could bomb him. Oh, but he missed, and Daiki got the snipe instead. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Wow.
Still, this is looking like
Yeah,
it might be a small win
yeah,
for Peru.
yeah, yeah. Only his teammate got a position who, so it's that.
Yeah, they only lost a position to their teammate. Alright, I will chuck some scores up now.
Epic scores.
So, that was an incredibly hectic first race, and I love it. You love to see these hectic races on stream.
You love to see it. You love to see it, but you hate to play it.
Exactly. The tracks that make you internally cringe when you race them are the peak tracks to watch on a stream, in my opinion.
True. I love it.
Aim for Daiki. So it's looking like so far that was a +7 for Peru. So taking an early lead there, not a huge lead, so easily recoverable. And we're only one race in, but that was a really good start for Peru. Seems I've underestimated them.
You're missing one, I think. Yeah, there's a blank spot there.
So it's looking like it could be a sub or it could be someone disconnected because it's Nintendo Switch. Skimming the list, I think it was Hacker who's DC'd. I don't see his name, but he could be subbing out. We'll see.
And now, there is using pinstripes.
Going with the consistent setup, you love to see. You love to see the coordination. So next up, I think should be Bluff, but depending how the host reads this, they might do Cove. We'll see.
Yeah,
Either way, it's going to be a
left to
super
right.
fun, epic track. Who doesn't love both Bluff and Cove?
Honestly, these are Jet's favorite tracks.
Yeah. It's like Goody went, okay, what are the worst tracks we can pick?
So they're going for Bluff.
I can't imagine any of them are particularly excited for this track list. And yeah, they've gone for Bluff, so they are going down the columns, which is nice.
What are we missing here?
It's Hacker. Hacker's not there, and they're subbing out for
Mm.
Bot. So
Yeah, it's in there. They sub, I reckon.
I'm just gonna put them under the same name for now. If Hacker comes back, I can split them up. So I'll do scores like this chat, where I've just put their names in the same box, because keep it a little tidier. For now. Alright, Mr. P, place your bets. How many people are we going to see get cucked over by the fence shortcut or fail the river cut barely?
Honestly,
or the boulder.
I remember once when Jacko was playing that. If I was there, he had a clean first, and he got squished on the boulder and got bodied to last. I think
Oh, yeah,
it's
that sounds about
it
right.
sucked up. I mean, it's rough. What would expect?
So
Everything can happen here.
Darkies is a touch behind, it looks like, but I think it's pretty close. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
about a second delay. That's fine.
about 2 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah,
So Tanago is going wide here, while
yeah.
Dyke is going tight.
Tamago going wide for the low place item, but Daiki going for the tight lines to try and break away, which so far seems to have worked. Looks like
And
there's a
Tanago has a mask now.
this could be interesting if
I think
he gets fast enough,
he
he
got
might be able to take them out. Takes out
he
Surin.
took one.
Oh, but he couldn't take the others
Oh,
out and gets
oh,
TD'd
and got bombed.
himself.
That's unfortunate.
So Daiki's got a not a comfortable first, in first, but they've got a pinstripe and a
Yeah.
cortex on their tail. Unsure if the cortex is Japan or not, because I believe Romu played that skin last match. Either way,
Yeah,
there is a
I think it's Japan.
either way there is a pinstripe hot on their heels. A single bomb could end Daiki's career here.
True.
Meanwhile, in
I
the
think
back,
Peru is all playing pinstripe.
yeah. Yeah, so TD just overtook Daiki with a superior fence cut there. Meanwhile, in the back, Tamagu's sitting with infinite reserves. And we
It's
see,
like he hit a red beak.
yeah, Daiki got beakered, it looks like.
And there's an orb incoming.
Orb, and
Didn't
it
take
hits,
Dyke.
and it
It's Max
hits.
Fatty.
And it hit over the river. That was a really well-timed orb. Damn. So that's completely ruined TD's race. Dropped 2 positions instantly.
Yep, that sounds like love.
Yeah, honestly.
Tamago's catching up with math.
Tamagu's mask chaining, but they've only passed their teammate so far. There's a pinstripe way in the back. Doesn't look
Oh,
good
and he
at
got
all.
bouldered. He got hit by the boulder, Dyke.
At least Romu can secure first for them, it's looking like. Maybe
Yeah.
Daiki can hold this second, but he'd need to get a missile, and it looks like TD has a shield. No, he lost his shield.
Yeah.
Is he gonna get hit? Nah, too late. Too late.
Well, that boulder was unfortunate, and Tamago was just standing last here. So here I go last. Everyone else finished. That was intense.
Honestly. Loving these chaotic maps.
The boulder, also the defense. Some people got in better and may not be able to hit others.
Well, having bot sub in seemed to work, because it was actually he was the Cortex, not Romu, so he cleaned up with a nice first there.
Yeah.
But that was very strong positions for Japan there. 1, 3, 4, 5, so incredibly good spots for them.
It should probably be very close on his course.
Yeah, so it's looking like it's now a small lead for Japan now.
Is it a +2?
So that was a plus 11 for Japan, so they are now 4 up.
Oh, +4. Nice.
All right, updated scores. And yeah, that red beaker, that was rough for Daiki. Like, not surprising that he fell back after that. I mean, red beakers are garbage on every track, but you hate to see him on bluff. Especially since if you get hit like right after the fence, you've got all those little bumps, and if you slowed down at the wrong spot, it's like on Tiny Arena when you're really slow and you kind of struggle to get over the bumps, and because you're so slow, you can't get into a power slide, and it's hard to watch.
Yeah. And they said again, someone's back. Bought it about then someone's on. I reckon.
I can check that now.
Tamago's still on the screenshots.
Yes, I've noticed. At first I thought the stream was frozen, but I think he's doing his scores.
Imagine waiting for the scores.
So Hacker is back, and he swapped with Bot. So I think
Yeah,
they are
exactly.
those two are just alternating. That's fine.
I think they just has one sub now.
Um.
'Cause I think it is three
So
per match,
so
maybe.
Helad can confirm. He is in chat. He did say it's 3 subs per set, but I wasn't clear whether that meant 3 different people can come in as much as they like, or if it means you can swap any person out 3 times, if that makes sense. You get 3 swaps. I'm not sure
Yeah, yeah.
on the distinction there. But for now, we'll focus on Carnival. A Carnival. I mean, this is a Carnival fest, but
Imagine, honestly,
prehistoric. Wrong GP track. So Tamagu taking the slow
historic
start to avoid
carnival
getting hit. Daiki with tight lines, but still getting an item to try and break away. And it's looking
seems
like
to be working.
early lead for Japan. They've got what looks like a top 3, and I think the pinstripe in 4th died. One of the
Haven't
pinstripes
had a
died.
mask by lost fire.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. If he had kept fire, he might have been able to catch one of them, but Daiki gets bombed.
Like also bombed.
Pops a green shield. Maybe he can tackle one of the passing pinstripes. Almost
Oh, there.
narrowly misses that shield snipe and then gets masked.
Wow.
So it's looking like top 2 have a very slight lead. They're oh no, bigger than I thought it was. They're decently ahead,
Yeah.
considering it's only lap 2 now. So top 2 for Japan, with 3rd for Peru, but 4th is also Japan, along with 7th. So Japan have pretty strong positions here. And Daiki being in 7th can still roll decent items. Well, 6th now. Still is an opportunity
Yes.
to roll masks.
And kills Tamago with the
Yes,
super engine.
so Tamagu's now quite on the back foot, but it's looking like who I think is TD got hit right by blue fire, and they're taking a while to get it back.
Oh, and Daiki got squished.
Yeah, so we've got a cluster of death at the back. The bottom 4 seem to have broken, fallen quite far back from the top 4. Top 2 are just very comfortably ahead. They're just having a nice time trial out there. Romu,
Just breaking away while the war is happening on the back.
yeah, as usually happens on a lot of these tracks. We've got a pinstripe and Romu hot on their heels though, and Tamagu has
Tamago
an
has an
orb.
orb.
Curious.
Interesting.
Oh, bit of buffering. Curious to see how he's going to use this orb.
Oh, just.
Getting a bit of connection issues with Tamagu's stream. Let me have a look on separately, see if it's his.
Hmm. Well, meanwhile, Daiki just had a shield.
Yep, so it's Tamagu's stream itself. It's looking like that's
Hmm.
why it's dropping frames. But we can see from Daiki's
So,
stream, the orb does get used and it does hit Daiki. So it's fast approaching the top 4 now. It's looking like everyone had a dodge, but something killed the Jester Penta and the Pinstripe as they
yeah.
both turned around.
Yeah.
And Jester Penta
Tamago
killed.
mask Daiki.
Yeah,
A
and
mask.
interesting to note, Jester Penta and Pinstripe both went back for the blue fire, but the Penta managed to hit the Pinstripe again, so they've broken far away. So now looking like a clean top 3 for Japan here. The
Daiki
Pinstripe.
just need to make probably can add some items to catch up. He just got a mask.
It's a pretty dangerous position
Double
here
mask.
for Peru right now. They're all clustered right by Daiki, who's just slamming through them with a mask. This could potentially be bottom 3 for Peru, depending on how fast he can get these masks with. Tamagu deciding to throw his bombs rather than attempt a snipe on the approaching Daiki. Probably just
Interesting.
wanting to fish for more items, I'd presume, but Turbo Canister's
He's not
not going to
really fast.
protect you. Yeah, Turbo Canister ain't going to protect you from the mask.
Yeah.
It's looking like Daiki's just holding that mask, trying to slowly catch up to them. And a
And someone just
disconnect.
deceived.
Well,
Wow.
you'd hope it is you would hope it's one of the three that's finished, or nearly finished. Because otherwise, that's so unfortunate. Or it looks like it's
And
that
Daiki
pinstripe.
is catching up.
Kills Tamagu.
Thank you, Samagu.
Mask runs out before he gets to 5th, but he managed to take out, I think that was 2 pinstripes in total over those laps.
Yeah. So that was a clean top 3 for Japan.
Oh, yes, 100%. So, having a look, it looks like it was Light who disconnected, which is very unfortunate. I don't think that mattered though. They were pretty far behind. Even so, it is unfortunate for them. Because that's a position that they could have rolled a clock to maybe at least get Daiki, but because of the disconnect, they couldn't.
This thing was also funny there. If you notice, he got hit by the mask, and as soon as his tumble animation ended, the Daiki passed him, who masked him. So that's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I
I
think.
mean the distance between Japan and Peru is pretty large, so not surprising there's a bit of ping there.
Yeah,
Um,
it's literally the other side of the world.
yeah, exactly. So bit of a falling bit behind now. Peru is they're 19 down. It's looking like. Just double check these scores, seeing as I can't count very well.
Yeah.
But I'm looking like 5, 4, 2, 1. Yep. So Peru is 19 down, heading into race 4. Also, yes,
Also, thanks, Helen.
Hellet has clarified they can have 3 different people swap as much as they like, but it's just 3 people. Pigu, what's
Right,
up?
Piggy?
And I'm
What's
glad
up?
to see you using
I know, right?
modes. We were saying, Piggy, this track list is hyper cringe to play, but hyper fun to watch, because it's just chaotic. It's been so chaotic so far. That prehistoric was probably the tamest race we've seen.
It's basically, you love to see it, but you hate to play it.
Yeah, so Tamagu's dropped from the lobby.
No, this is 4v4, the World Cup for Switch.
Yeah, 4v4. So as you can see in the scoreboard, the lineup for Japan is Romu, Surin, Daiki, and then they're mixing between Hacker and Bot. And then Peru's got TDU, Jose, Tamagu, and Light at the moment. But as Helad said, you would know, everyone that plays CTR knows the online is perfectly polished with no bugs. So take how it is on PS4 and like take a shit all over that and rub it in, and that's how Switch online is for CTR. It's hot garbage.
Honestly.
So coming into Carnival now. Although good news, it's looking like the little frame drops and lag that that Tamagu had with their stream synced up the streams. So not complaining.
Honestly.
Thank you for dipping your internet connection for a second, Tamagu.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is 10 out of 10. I've not seen a single flaw in this game as of yet.
Honestly. It's the most polished game ever.
If anyone says that there's something wrong with this game, they're just a hater. Just ignore them.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Now on to the best track of the game.
Carnival's a fun track. It's an oval, but it's got a lot of potential for item play. It's really fun to play. It's hectic, but it can be fun. It's just very chaotic. So we'll see what they're going for.
I mean, it's funny when you have the items.
So Tamagu going wide, but not opting to get any of the Wampa, which is interesting. Light trailing back with them with a mask potentially can kill some people. We'll see. We've got one Penta who's jumped a little bit ahead with 3 pinstripes hot on their tail. Tamagu getting squished just after blue.
He was bad,
Big,
man.
big, I'd say F in the chat, but I actually didn't add the F emote I planned to add. Uses a mask in hopes that he'll be able to keep pace, while Daiki's just died to what seemed like maybe a bomb.
Funny how his missile got a crit for him.
So if we take a sneaky peeky on the minimap, we can see that the Jester Panther still has a pretty comfy lead there, but they've got a pinstripe hot on their tail, but then it's a slowly breaks out further and further.
Tim lost fire and Dak has no fire as well. Let's see.
So yeah, gets a mask though, so potentially he can take out Tamagu here, put Tamagu on the back foot, double mask against the
They're
super
both
agent.
getting
Although
masked.
Tamagu has fallen behind
Now
now.
Tamagu. Yeah.
Also, you love to see that mask physics when he went over the jump.
Honestly.
Daiki lost
And
fire
Daki
again.
lost fire again. Oh my god.
I don't know if that was a square cancel or a just mismanaged reserves. Having a look, the missile. Oh, he gets Romu with the double missile.
Dead.
Nice job for Tamagu. And Daiki gets comboed, gets hit once, and then Tamagu comes in with the mask to finish him off. So Japan now have bottom two. They do have first, but having bottom two, coming into the end of lap 4.
Hate the red beaker.
This could change it then. We'll see if Japan can roll any power items to knock those 2 pinstripes out. Does take out Tamagu with the mask. So now Tamagu, you might say firmly in last. So yeah, leading into the final lap, we can see that Jester Penta, which is Hacker, clear first, easy first there. Looks like they're going to be followed by Jose, then Surin, then who looks to be TDU, and then Light, Daiki, and I think Romu, then Tamagu. So that is a
quite balanced.
So that was, yeah, pretty balanced overall. Looks like a 1-3-6-7 for Japan there, and a 2-4-5-8 for Peru.
Funny, I noticed. I don't know if I'm just tripping here, but Daiki had a mask and hit Tamagu, but Daiki's end was like Uka Uka, I think. Well, Tamagu was like Echo or the other way around. I can't remember now. Well, it wasn't the same mask. Imagine.
Interesting.
Imagine synchronizing masks. Nice game.
So I reckon that's a win for Japan, I'd say, but I don't think it's a huge one. We'll see. So Tamagu, unfortunately, brings up the rear. Light in 5th. Jose getting the 2nd, and TDU getting 4th. So that was a 3-point win for Japan. So that was a small win.
They fucking corrupted me.
Also, yeah, I
did like it taking my creation.
Yes, the mic is gorgeous. Yeah, Nagoki, I did have Hacker's stream up because I thought that'd be good to have, the front runner, and I thought Tamagu would be more of a back player, but Hacker's been subbing out, and so I didn't want to have Hacker's stream because then I'd have to be swapping it every second race. So I decided to settle for Daiki because Daiki doesn't seem like he's subbing.
Also, I think everyone is using speed here.
Yes, all speed. In the World Cup, we do have some drift mains. I know we've got Helad for Mexico. Not sure if we have anyone else, but I do know good old Helad's using. He's repping drift for everyone. And welcome you guys, Panson.
Most epic class.
I do not know how to pronounce your name. I want to say Bauer, but
yeah,
I really don't know.
I would say the same. What's up?
So yeah, I hope you guys are well. Hope you enjoy the stream. We're sorry, I just click something. So 4 races in, Japan's 22 points up, heading into Coco Park, another fun track to watch.
It's the pick from Brazil one. Imagine.
Just 1v7, Mr. P. It's easy.
Hey, easy. Are there any Brazil players in Switch?
I have not met one. I don't think. You'd probably have to team with like someone from South America. All right, so Tamagu's been having sorry, I can't brain today. I'm so tired. Tamagu's been having a few frame drops and internet issues, so their stream might have fallen behind a bit. If so, I'll try and fix it, but I just expect there to potentially be a bit of desync every now and then. Looking pretty synchronized though.
Yeah, almost nothing.
Yeah, I think it's still pretty synchronized.
Para que poco. Ya vamos a jugar a Para que poco.
We're gonna, and as Mecha said, I'm hoping we see Romu do Romu Tech. Let's see. Yep, there he goes.
Yep, there you go. Any Romu Tech in
Yeah,
chat?
so yeah, for those unaware, he's basically going back for the items, the Wampa and the Turbo there. So he'll have faster fire, and hopefully get good items
Can
because
go
he's
with
in
different
last.
it.
So yeah,
Oh, I think it's just super engines, imagine.
I should have swapped to Romu's POV for just this race. Didn't I think of that? So finishing lap 1, we're seeing top 2 for Peru, with
everyone.
Daiki not far behind. Looking like a bit of chaos in the bottom 4. Daiki going wide for an item. So Daiki's now fallen behind the top 2 and looks like he's neck and neck with TD. Gets a bomb though, he could potentially... Oh no, it looks like TD's fallen behind. So he's with Romu now. So it looks like if you look,
works.
it's like
good now.
it's like they're all playing it's like they're all playing duos. If you have a look, you got the top pinstripe pair, then you got a penta pair, then a pinstripe pair, then another penta pair.
True.
They just didn't get the memo that it's a 4v4. Looking like TD was coming in hot with a mask there. Tamagu going wide to let his teammate pass. And yeah, Daiki couldn't do anything about that missile, and he's going to get comboed. No, Tamagu misses the bomb. I missed that bomb, but Daiki gets shielded, so still
he
falls
probably
back.
didn't want to blow up there because his teammate was close.
Yeah, no, I agree. Daiki's just getting hit left, right, and center by these bombs, so...
Yeah, he has a mask now, Juice.
With all the grass here, he can potentially catch up. And
oh my god, he got a weird collision there. Oh my god, in the nitro.
Yeah, Tamagu's not looking good coming into lap 5. We've got a pinstripe sitting happy in first, which would be Jose. Romu's not far behind, but he does get taken out. Looking like Peru can get top 2 here since Romu got hit. And that's so close. I'm not actually sure if that's a top 2 or not. We'll have to have a look at the results screen. And an orb comes in at the end, but doesn't seem to do anything because of the masks.
It was a tie, second,
It was a tie. Okay.
Wow.
Helad, you would know. What is the ruling for ties? Do we give them both the same points, I presume? Because, yeah, a tie on Coco Park. That's so clutch. I would presume they both get 8. But if you could confirm for me, Helad, I'd really appreciate it.
Out of the clutch. Epicness.
There was too much going on. I feel like I needed another 10 voices to commentate everything that just happened. Cool. Thanks, Helad. So, Jose with the first, that's 10. 8 for TD and Romu. Then it is 5 for Hacker. 4 for Surin. 3 for Light, 2 for Daiki. Unfortunately, poor Tamagu seems to be getting ended at the start of lap 5 every race here.
Yeah. Having some bad times lap 5. It's like doing time trial and then lap 3 screwed everything up because it had a very good run.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So thanks to that tie, so at the end, Jose did kill Romu, which allowed TD to catch up. Because of that tie, that was actually a 3-point win for Peru. So brought the gap down just a little. It's now plus 19. Plus 19 at mid. So the scores are still quite close.
Great. First and second really close in points as well.
Yeah, if you have a look at the
Third also
points,
close. They're all
yeah,
close.
first, second, and third all have pretty similar points. For Peru, Light and Tamagu are falling behind in points, but pretty much everyone else is pretty even.
Yeah. Interesting match.
Oh, definitely. So we're now coming into everyone's favorite track, Krashkove.
Alakas. I don't know.
I'm waiting for the meta where people start going back for the item crate and turbo pad at the start of Cove. I'll admit I've started doing it and it's so fun. I'm not saying it's the most optimal strat, but it's fun.
Yeah, you told me that you were doing that.
Unfortunately, I don't know if we're gonna see it, but it would be so good if we did. I'd love to see more Romu teching.
Let's hope Romo uses Romo tech
Yeah,
again.
it worked well for him on Park, so we'll see if it works here. I guess the issue is it's a bit further back, so if you do it, you're like half a lap behind at the start, and there's no grass to take advantage of to cut with masks. But
Yeah, Cobb is just cringe.
I found when I did it though, when I've done it before, because everyone dies so much in Cove, I still catch up. Like I don't usually first breaks away, but first always breaks away. But you can usually catch right back up,
Yeah.
and just destroy everyone with a mask.
I mean, it's even better if you have like if you get super injury. It's almost sure that you're gonna get because that item is so high chance to get.
Look,
Roll like
if you roll a single super engine in a race, it's your fault if you lose.
honestly.
Incredibly OP. Like as soon as someone rolls a super engine, everyone else should just give up. Completely busted. Especially since they don't allow super engine pulse width, so completely
Thank
OP.
God.
So yeah,
So we're actually seeing gameplay, not
so
cheating.
so for anyone unaware of the rule sets here, it's for those who have played on PS4. It is pretty much the same rules as the ranked that the PS4 competitive hub use, except you're also not allowed to do off-road pulse width or super engine pulse width. So any speed ghosts or pulse width applications are banned in this. And we're looking like someone has left. It was a Japanese player. Surin? Surin left and bot is coming in.
It's like the full swap they do.
Yeah, so because they've only been swapping in one player, so it's fine. So I'm gonna just quickly tidy up some scores if I can. I didn't realize bot was gonna sub for multiple people. So I just need to pop back and see which races bot played in. I believe bot played Bluff. Yes, bot played Bluff, which was track 2. But I don't know if they've played any more other than that at the moment.
Yeah, they're about to start cold.
Interesting. We'll see how this goes.
Imagine roll tide. No Roman tag this time.
Unfortunate.
That was going tight and got hit by a bomb already. Temigo got a mask. He has in fourth. He has a mask in third. He uses he gets fast enough. He might get his stripe. He did it.
Nice. So coming into lap one, first doesn't have fire. So we'll see if Darky's able to catch up. We see third
Yeah.
died,
Temigo
which I
also
think was
was
Hacker.
wired.
True. So we've got Darky coming in with fire. Backwards. Bowls his bomb backwards. Not sure if that was intentional.
And Temigo dies.
Tamagu dies. And then
Oh my
an
god, an
orb.
orb.
Point blank
That
orb.
was so.
Daiki loses fire dodging that missile, but luckily he was right by the turbo pad, so he can get it right back.
Chaos.
Bot right behind him, so that's top 2 for Japan. Loses fire going tight. Unfortunate. Losing multiple seconds for trying to save a frame. Hate to see it. Gets a shield though.
Yeah. So Japan has top 2 here.
Yep. And so we do see Tamagu in the back with a mask, so we'll see if he's able to catch up and make some use of this. And he's got infinite now. Which means he can safely get 10 Wampa without fear of losing reserves. Nice floating bomb on Tamagu's
Nice
screen.
floating.
Into a
Oh,
clock.
that was a clock.
That looked like Japan's clock, seeing as top 2 were unaffected. So now Japan have top 3, although it looks like Light has just taken out Hacker. They look like they're firmly holding on to their top 2 though.
Yeah, they do.
With
Yeah,
Hacker just getting bullied now. Yeah, Romo and Hacker struggling in the back now. They might be able to pass Tamagu.
Hitting the wall.
Secured top 2 though. They did secure top 2.
Yeah. Oh, and Tamagu got ended.
Yeah, I wondered if that would happen.
Oh my god.
Tamagu did have 2 people behind him rolling good items. So
yeah, it's unfortunate for him.
Unfortunate for Tamagu, but very good for Japan. 1, 2, 6, 7. So I think that's around 7 points. I'm just trying to fix Lorenzi's. It's having a bit of a fit at the moment. I'm trying to add in bot separately, and Lorenzi's just not having it for some reason. Couldn't tell you why.
Yeah, it happens. So I think top 2 is it's already like a win points, right?
Yeah, if you get a top 2 as an automatic win, top 2, bottom 2 is +3, which is why I'm pretty sure they got +7 there. Alright, I think I fixed it. Alright, we fixed it for now. Until it has a fit again, so take a little bit longer to do these scores. Just while I'm fixing. So that was race 6.
Now into gingerbread joyride. Place your bets. How many people gonna die at a shortcut?
Joyride's a fun track to play, but it is very very rough when you jump into the shortcut and there's a nitro just mid-air in your face and you're just like, well, I've made my peace with the world. So 10-8, 2-3, and then Tamagu with the, and yes, Nagoki, very great consistency by Tamagu. Jose with the 5, TD with the 4. Okay, apologies for the Score delay. I just have small brain.
You're doing your
But
best. That's
we have updated scores. That was a +7, so I was correct for Japan. I believe bots only play 2 races. If anyone, if that's incorrect, feel free to let me know, chat, and I can double check it. But for now, we're heading into Joyride. Seems like Trace loves racing this track, don't you, Trace?
Hey, everything. I don't know how to read that in Spanish.
And I think every time you and I play this track, Mr. P, I just hear you talk about how you're gonna die. So
I
starting
mean, that's the usual gameplay between me and you.
starting off, Daiki went for the tight TT lines, getting a nice breakaway. Um, Meanwhile, we saw that Tamagu just didn't get a start boost, decided that he wanted to hang back, but missed the item crates at the start because they hadn't respawned, so didn't quite work out for him. But he's getting a mask now, so we'll see what he can pull off. Oh, and
So
he
it's
barely
Daiki.
he barely
That's it,
misses
man.
bot. That was so close. And then jumps
Yeah.
over the Wampa because of his mask speed, but and his
Daiki misses the bomb.
mask just runs out as he reaches Hacker. So didn't get any kills there, but at least he got up into 4th, and then he hits a
Yeah.
wall. Hits a wall
Daiki's
going
hitting it for
tight.
shit.
Yeah, I see. So we see Daiki comfortably in 1st. He does have 2 pennies right on him, so a single bomb or missile or a clock will take that shield.
Yeah.
So that looked like Japan's clock, because now Daiki is clean ahead with bot now passing the 2 pinstripes to give Japan top 2. So the 2 pinstripes are struggling to keep up and hold their top 4. Meanwhile, Hacker's right on them. Does seem like bot hit something, so they're in a cluster now with Daiki clean ahead, having his own little fun time trial up the front, oblivious to the world.
Tim's sitting 7th with a mask. Let's see.
Yeah, we see
Another mask.
Tamagu chaining the masks, hopefully coming for the comeback. Does take a position,
Yeah.
but we'll see how he goes with the mask chain. He is approaching. He passing one of his teammates, not putting the mask on to not team kill them, which is good. Hopefully for him, he'll be able to catch Romu and hit him. He does have a missile, so if he gets close enough, he could use the missile and snipe him off of blue fire, which would be pretty devastating for Romu.
Meanwhile, Daiki just sitting first comfortably.
Yeah,
He has a
looking
huge
at
lead.
this, I don't even think a power item of any sort, unless there was multiple, could take Daiki out. And we see that Tamagu unfortunately had a bit of a chimp, did a bit of a Drask there, messed up his lines and lost fire. So
Yeah.
it's
Unfortunate.
only his teammates that have passed him. He just needs to keep Hacker
Oh
behind
my
him.
god. Daiki hit a red beaker.
Oh, so
Probably wasn't the
we
crate.
might actually see an overtake, because that was right on blue. So
Yeah.
it looks like he
It's
might
his
actually
teammate.
drop down to 3rd or lower. So I have a feeling he's going wide to let bot pass with a
Probably has
shield,
a
but
shield. Yeah.
doesn't work. It took a little too long, but fortunately it looks like oh no,
Yeah, second.
unfortunately that was a pinstripe that passed him. So
Yes.
and a shocking turn of
Jasper.
events, both bot and Daiki have been ended at the end of lap 5, so they both dropped a position, meaning it's a 1-3 for Peru, which is very good. Unfortunately, though, they do bring up the bottom 2, so not
Yeah,
sure
tell me
if
we
that.
just got it at the
I
end.
believe that is either a +1 for Peru or it's a tie. I'm not 100%, but I know that wouldn't be a very big difference. Pretty much the points will stay the same from this, I reckon. I think
Yeah.
it's +1. I think.
The power of one red beaker.
Yeah, I really thought Daiki had that. I thought he's so far ahead. If he just takes entropy lines, he'll be fine. No reason to go tight when you're 20 seconds ahead. But we see you
I
getting hit
think the
by the
beaker was
beaker.
trapped in the pit,
Yeah,
so
it was in the crate, but I guess if you want to be extra safe, try and avoid every single crate you see so you don't get a trapped crate. Because they're nasty,
Honestly.
as we just saw.
Even in first, you still gotta be careful with traps you didn't place because people behind you can place traps and no one hits,
Well, it's
and
the
then you
one.
just you in the trap.
It's also the single benefit of rolling 5th place beakers is if your teammates are behind you, you can potentially put a sneaky trap to hit first with because no one will see the trap to call it out. Okay, so Suren is still not playing. We have Bot instead, who got a nice 4 points for them. Tamagu keeping the consistency. Light with 2. Gotta say, Jose's been doing pretty well. Pretty decently for Peru. Same with TD. They've really been popping off for their team.
Sure.
So if we have a look at the scores now, I was correct. Oh, that was a plus, yeah, +1 for Japan, actually. Here are the scores going into Puppy's Pyramid.
Also, are you using the soundtrack
No,
sometimes?
I'm not. I got so focused. I apologize, fam. I haven't had, but I'm gonna, instead of putting um, different tracks on, since I've not been putting them on for the last like 7 races, I am just going to put on.
Oh, sorry?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, because when you're using soundtrack, I can't really listen
Alright.
because I'm just listening to it, so I
Who?
can't like remember.
If the sound of the music is too loud, just say something in chat and I can turn it down.
Let's see.
Alright, starting.
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, starting Pyramid, we see Tamagoose just had enough with the start and looks like Romu just wanted to end it all and threw himself off the edge.
Oh my god.
But it worked out.
That is just using
He's
TP
going
line.
fast. I feel like he's got a mask. No, he's just taking good lines. We see Tamagu with a mask though, coming up, trying to avoid his teammate who gets bombed regardless. We see Daiki as usual takes an early lead with TDU right on his butt. Oh, and we see the hacker gets killed right just after the final shortcut. Luckily for him it wasn't before, so he could take the shortcut, but even so. And Tamagu gets taken out. He did have a shield in storage, but it wasn't juiced, unfortunate. Puts the shield on now though, probably in hopes that he can hit this this Cortex, but they had a mask, so wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. He has infinite now though.
He does have infinite, but we do see that Daiki's slowly breaking away. Could potentially, yes, double trap the pyramid. That TD's going to have a rough time getting through there unless he's got infinite.
Yeah, and Temego got hit before the big boy.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for him.
So Japan does have the clean first, but Peru, we have Light and Jose in second and third. So they are holding good positions. Unfortunately for Peru, Tamagu is bringing up the rear, which isn't good for their points, but potentially could mean they could roll a power item. We see Jose gets taken out by Bot, so Romu and Bot can pass, but then we're seeing a bit of an exchange in 4th and 5th, the positions constantly swapping as the chaos unfolds. So much so that if we have a look at the minimap, Daiki is approaching 8th, not very far from lapping.
Yeah, double trap on the pyramid as well. And he hits it. But this tribe hits it.
Tamagu murders Romu with a missile. And then rolls a shield, so looking like Tamagu might, hopefully could sit here comfortably with a double shield. If he plays this right, he should comfortably hold 5th, if not snatch another position.
Okay, as always, a clean win.
Yeah, we've got a clean win from Daiki, followed up by TD and Bot, so looking like 3 of the top 4 for Japan, so very strong finish for them. Yep, and then we have Tamagu with the 5th.
Say Light and Romo. Romo got hit a few times here.
They saw what he did on Coco Park and they couldn't let it happen again.
Honestly.
Okay, so.
I'll say I agree. It's mean pyramid. What a track! It's fun. It's fun to watch and commentate. But holy shit! I legit don't want to play this track ever.
Whenever I do
It's
ranked
strange.
and I see Papu's Pyramid, my first instinct is to type lobby end.
Not gonna lie.
Okay, so Romeo brought up the rear there. Surin is still subbed out. Bot got 6. Alright, 10, 6, 5, 1, yep. And then Tamagu with 4 points. Light with 2. And as usual, we see for Peru, we see TD doing quite well with the 8.
They had Light with him now. It's your track, Helen.
So we're gonna see Hellad in chat screaming about all the minor mistakes that these guys make with their lines. Okay, so
Helen's gonna be like a Tartar now.
yep, here.
Enabling Tartar mode.
So that was a 5-point win for Japan. If we have a look at the scores though, TD and Jose are actually top scoring for the whole lobby overall. It is a little skewed because Bot has been subbing in for Hacker and Surin, so technically it's 5 versus 4 in the scoring, but at the same time you can see that they're definitely performing exceptionally well. So it is.
I feel like Tamago's having some bad luck going on here as well.
Yeah, a little unfortunate for Tamagu. A few misplays, a few getting ended, a few snipes landed on him. So unfortunate overall, but who knows?
That's heading.
There's 2 races left.
Olha, they have pahe.
So
Olha, they have pahe.
yeah.
I don't know how to do this.
So Peru can still bring it back if Japan win by 8 or 7 or 8 or more. Then Peru cannot win, but still can, with strong positions, Peru can still take this back.
Let's see how this goes. Tamago's standing on back of a mask.
So Tamagu hanging in the back, just trying to get good items on Wampa. We do see Daiki with the 10 Wampa, shoots his bomb for an item and then misses the crates. Unfortunate. Takes the Wampa, I'm presuming, just to dodge Light's mask. Gets a super engine juiced.
She's bad, man.
The
He's
dream,
super engine, man.
The dream combo here is super engine, unjuiced super engine into juiced turbo canister. Into 20 masks. But we'll see how he plays it. We see Daiki completely slows down there, losing his fire to snipe that pinstripe.
And Tamago hits the tire. That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
That hits him back there.
Unfortunate little mistakes with Tamagu here, unfortunately costing him a lot of time. We do see that Daiki is waiting for his super engine to expire to use this turbo canister, which would help him catch up. We see Romu and Hacker have a clean top 2 until it looks like TD has taken one of them out, and Jose. So now Jose and TD have overtaken Hacker. So now they only have Romu there in the front for Japan. If Jose can end him somehow, then we might be able to see the comeback that Peru needs.
Let's see. And Daiki is sitting in 5th of Sacred. He's catching up.
Daiki does have the speed advantage here.
Yeah,
And his lines seem decent enough, so it is only, as you said, it is only his teammate is catching, but they do have 2 laps left, so he could potentially catch up to TD and use these 3 missiles in the straight coming up.
Yeah, he got a bit of slowdown here because of the collision.
Yeah, looking, and here we go, we see him use the missiles here. It
Because
doesn't look like TD
he
has
can
protection.
probably double miss here.
Yep, TD had no protection. Completely comboed.
Yeah.
It's looking grim for Peru.
And he lost fire.
Yeah, Daiki lost his Sacred, but
That's sad.
at this point he doesn't really need it. They've gotten
True.
Peru. Only one of Peru is in the top 4 now. If they finish with these positions, or even roughly these positions, they win overall. So not sure what Peru can do at this point to come back, especially with Tamagu missing his jump input there. Really unfortunate for him. That's such a big time loss, allowing Bot to completely overtake and just fly ahead.
It's funny how simple mistakes can cost a lot because of the
Yeah,
tires.
it's one of those tracks. If you get caught on the off-road, but the same can be said for a lot of, you know, a lot of fences as well, I find are the same. Anything you jump over, like Nina's Nightmare or Blizzard Bluff fences, if you hit into them and you, and you lose fire
True.
knocking into them, you have to spend all that time, you know, reversing, like just, you know, flailing in the off-road, trying to get out. So yeah, tracks like this, if you mess up, it's a minor mistake to make once, but it costs you so much. Like, have a look at Tamagu. He was ahead of Bot by a little bit, and then he finished 3 seconds behind, even with a mask at the end.
So that fire. He was bad, man.
So yeah, that's a big Sag. If Piggy's here, I'm happy to request a Sag in chat.
He's smashing his head for Tamagu.
Kalad's just in his DMs right now. How dare you mess my sacred track up? So with this finish, that does mean Japan wins this overall. So we will see how small the point difference will be, depending on how Peru plays this last match. But preemptive GGs to Japan for the win overall. But we will see how this goes for the final race. Who knows? Maybe all of Japan will find secret pulsewoods here, do them, and then get 0 points for this race, allowing Peru to win.
Yes.
We never know.
Imagine.
Who knows?
I mean, if Tata was in that race, I would think about it, but
So, just double check these. So, Romu, Jose, Daiki, Light, TD, Hacker, Bot, Tamagu.
What's up, Rare?
So, we've got... These are the scores leading into the final race. We have a 35-point difference. So, as I've said, that's not recoverable for Peru, barring like 4 penalties on Japan's side.
Mm-hmm.
And welcome in, Blanks. So we'll see how this final race goes. I always love to see people getting bombed at the start and then falling into the train. Always a great sight, but looking like we're not going to see that today. Instead, we see Daiki ending Jose with a green shield, giving him those precious iframes to break away and get the 10 Wumper. But TD zooming into first there. We see Tamagu bringing up the rear of the top 4, neck and neck with Hacker, who just died.
We're seeing some Goku tech on Tamagu's end.
Yes, and it looks like Daiki died to what looked like a TNT. Decides to turn and go wide for an item.
What a choice, he gets a mask.
So, finishing lap 1, it's looking like so far it's a top 3 at the moment for Peru, but Tamagu has no fire and gets ended.
And got ended. And fell into the hole.
Oh, Daiki almost going into the train. The mask won't save you there. Does hit the
TNT.
he
got a TNT.
He probably thought his mask would save him there, but he has a super engine, which will last him until the last turbo pad, roughly.
Yeah.
So, having a look, we have TD comfortably ahead, as usually happens on this track. You usually get 1 or 2 people that fly ahead and they don't get touched. And then you have everyone else dying in the back. So,
yeah, it's a big track.
So TD has a decent lead, but it's not unrecoverable for Japan. We do have Romu slowly catching him, it looks like. And then we have not far behind Romu, we've got slowly straggling in a few of the mid And then we've got 2 pinstripes in Tamagu and I think it's Light falling behind.
Yeah, Tamika takes one out.
Yeah, looks like he took his own teammate out there. Not sure if it actually connected because his teammate's not far behind. And Tamagu hits
It's
the
a red
trapped crate.
beaker trapped.
Yeah, and hits the
And
train.
head hits train. Oh my god, that's a combo.
Unfortunate for Tamagu there, not having a good time this set.
Yeah, because if you
Who
wanted to.
knows, he might roll 3 consecutive clocks to end Japan. We will see.
Actually, it would be funny if you rolled the clock now. Just because you said.
So we're seeing, looking into the front of the pack again, we do see that TD does still have his comfortable lead with Romu and Bot not too far behind, with Daiki bringing up the rear of the top 4. Hacker is...
I cannot accelerating for the juice super engine instead.
Yeah, we're seeing nice way to keep fire there on a track that has few turbo pads, which... Well, it has a lot of turbo pads, they're just all in one place.
I got it. He almost messed up there. He almost fell at the right.
So we see Tamagu and Light in the back with masks, so we'll see if this is going to help them catch, but they are quite a ways away from Romu and Jose. Not sure if it'll be enough.
He has infinite there.
We have Tamagu going incredibly wide, afraid of killing his teammate. Understandable, but at this point you do need to try and catch up if you can. And we're now seeing 3 of Peru quite far back in the bottom 3. Really unfortunate for them. They do have TD comfortably in first, but bottom 3 means this is still a loss.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And Jose hit a trapped crate. Leftmost crate was trapped with a red beaker at the start, so he's now sitting in last.
That's the power of red beakers ending careers.
And an orb.
That's an orb.
Potentially, depending on shields, maybe Romu could take first, but I have a feeling it's too late. Oh, but Daiki falls off. I don't think he won't lose a position here. I think these positions are still set. Yeah. If that orb was a little earlier, it might have done something, but Japan being 2, 3, 4, 5, they really would have only exchanged positions with themselves.
Yeah, true. So the race was already set at this point. And that's a clock.
Of course, the power items come lap 5, don't they? I feel like everyone knows that feeling of needing a power item. The game says no, have a super engine, up until the very last few crates, and it's like, oh, you said power items, right? Have one from the last crate of the match.
Honestly. That's only good to steal points from your teammate. Right, Drask?
Exactly. I'm glad you understand. So yeah, we're seeing Peru with the 1, 6, 7, 8, and Japan with the 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning that last race is also a win for Japan.
That's a GG's for Japan. They play really well here. Also, shout out for Peru, like, was in Kaiju played really well here as well.
Yes,
Made some good points.
They put up a good fight. They put up a good fight. It was good to watch.
Nice to watch.
So we've got
GG's to both teams.
Final scores here, with a single tie happening early on in Coco Park. So that's why the scores are 2 points off what you'd think they would be.
Yeah.
But here it is.
Second, third.
So ended up being 42-point win for Japan over Peru. Yeah. I did believe Japan would win this personally. Although that first race where in Dragon Mines where Peru got the +7, I thought I might have heavily underestimated Peru, and I did, admittedly. They played very well, especially TD and Jose, but unfortunately Japan have their synergy. They've very good players all around the Japanese team, so they've taken the win here in round 2, meaning they will move on to the winners bracket, and I believe that means Peru fall to the losers bracket. So interesting to see
A
how
good match.
the next matches play out. I'm not 100% sure who Japan is potentially up against next round. I think it's Mexico. I believe Mexico is the team that they're going to be facing next, who played pretty well. They played very well in their match yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, Temiko just ended his stream.
We'll just hide that. In case he does, in case Daiki does anything, we'll leave his stream up here.
Yeah, GG's to both teams. It was nice to watch.
Yeah, that was a great set, honestly.
It was an interesting track list to watch, of course. I didn't want to be there, honestly.
Yeah, that track list was something to behold. If I was doing a ranked match and got this, I would be like, oh no, I've got somewhere else to be.
I got sick here and need to go to the dark lobby in.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I've contracted this track list as garbage-itis. And yes, how I just confirmed, Mexico versus Japan is going to be the next round. Not the very next match played, but the next round 3, will be Mexico versus Japan. So I have always thought
we seem intrigued against Japan.
Yeah, Helad with his drift engine against Japan. We'll see how he holds out.
Love to see it.
I've personally always thought Japan was the top team here. Like overall, I haven't completely in depth looked at all the players. I don't know everyone, but from the people I know, I definitely think Japan have the advantage. Not only do they have incredibly strong players in like Daiki, Romu, Haka, pretty much all of them. As I mentioned, I think last stream, they've played together before. Whereas because a lot of the other teams, like Mediterranean team, is like 5 different countries put together, they haven't really got that synergy. They've not had the time to 4v4 together. So Japan definitely have the advantage there. I don't think we saw a single team kill from Japan. Very good synergy with each other, good comms, good team plays from them. So Mexico, I also believe, have that same advantage. They seem to have played together before too, but it does put some other teams on the back foot. So Japan's my vote for who's going to be going forward, but at the same time, I think Mexico could make this very close. They could have an upset in the next round and take it from Japan. We'll see. I'm excited to watch.
Exciting!
Exactly. That match should happen next week, I reckon, in roughly 7 days. We'll know later in advance exactly when. For now, there is 2 more matches, so not at this second. I believe we have tomorrow, roughly 24 hours from now, I believe we've got USA versus Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. And in just under 12 hours it should be, Mediterranean versus Colombia. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch as well. My vote is on Mediterranean to win that one, but we'll see how well Colombia does. I don't know either team super well, so my prediction could be completely off. And Colombia do have the mighty Nagoki, who is going to grief Tada into rage quitting.
You'll love to see it. I'm gonna pay to watch that.
Yeah, we'll ask Tada to clip his point of view. But yeah, I'm expecting Nagoki to just get all top 2s when they play. He is incredibly OP.
Nerf Nagoki.
Honestly, we should. It's only fair. But that was a incredibly fun to watch. That was a very intense set. Didn't really have any boring races. Android was probably the most boring, but even then, least active, I should say. But even then, you did have the murder in the back, which is fun to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah,
there's always a match going on.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, always something going on, but it was a good watch.
Agreed.
But for now, that'll be the end of the stream for me, I would say. We don't have any post-stream chats with the racers today. And
Yeah. You
I
don't
will
really
put
know
the
the
stream
people.
up. I'll put the stream up again. Yeah, roughly 12 hours, assuming the match still goes ahead. They did have some issues with scheduling before. So if everything goes to plan, stay peeled in this channel for roughly 12 hours from now. I
If you
will.
haven't followed, I suggest you to follow now. Do it now.
And
Drask deserves it for his high effort. He
and
does he doesn't sleep to stream.
no, no,
Can
I
you
just
believe that?
no,
Can,
no, no,
can you
no,
believe that? Can you believe that kind of
no,
effort?
no, 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 no,
Please
no. I just,
follow Drask.
I just don't sleep in general. It's okay.
Honestly, yeah, that's true, but still, my point still stands here.
No, no, it's fun. It's fun commentating these matches. Let me just.
Yeah, I'm having fun doing these. I never done before,
Yeah, they're ending
but I'm
soon.
having fun.
Yeah, it's been great. So I'm just gonna do something incredibly important. Yeah, nice.
Where's the where's the tweet?
I could pop it up briefly. I mean, what? Oh, you didn't see anything. You didn't see anything.
Very professional.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Oh, sorry, I misclicked. That was my personal scene. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. I'm just having a look on Twitch. It looks like Needpit is doing a war himself. It is his clan 666cc versus Masters at Experience. So I'm gonna send you all over there, so you can go from watching one 4v4 to another. Pit is, as we say in this channel, epic.
Epic and phase.
He does both Spanish and English in his streams, so no excuse if you speak either language to not tell him he's a cool guy. So thanks for stopping by, everyone. Should hopefully see you guys in 12 hours. It might be Mr. P and I again. We'll see who's on with me for commentary again. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you and bye bye.